infinite diversity and infinite combinations. Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm sitting here looking at my pendant here. Some of you may know what this is if you're a Star Trek fan. I love Star Trek. But this is a pendant that is actually from the TV series. You know Mr. Spock from the original series back in the 1960s. He used to wear this pendant. I'll put a picture of him up here wearing it. But this picture was part of the Vulcan philosophy, and it was a way of looking at the universe, and it represents the cosmos and life coming forth from it. And it's called the Zodiac Pendant, IDIC, and it means infinite diversity and infinite combinations. And I love that because when we study the cosmos, I think that we have to realize the mystery and the miracle of the whole creation. And I think this pendant and that concept is an amazing one. You know, even though this is from a fictional show and it was created by the TV show producers, they actually hit on a spiritual truth. So I'm wearing this today because, you know, as I study the cosmos, I think there's truth in this. Infinite diversity and infinite combinations. Anyways, I'm wearing my IDIC pendant and I'm feeling it. Anyways, I'm so glad you guys are here. Let me move this back a little bit. You know, I wanted to come here today with an important update. I've been getting a lot of letters, people saying to me, Psychic Bob, can you get the horoscopes out earlier? We want them before we get to work, you know, da-da-da. Psychic Bob has a crazy schedule. Many days I work late, so it's hard for me to be up really early. For those of you who know, I usually don't start private readings till around noontime each day. So I tend to work more in the evening and in the night. And so being up early to get our horoscopes has been a challenge. So I realized, because I got a lot of letters from the United Kingdom and from different parts of the country, and people are saying, well, we need them earlier so we know how to prepare for our day. I think it's a very valid concern, and I really appreciate you bringing that to my attention. So here's what we're going to do. Today is Sunday. Now, today is already half over. It's almost 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's already probably about 6 p.m. in London time. And then even by West Coast standards, it's like 10 o'clock out in the morning out there. So a large part of our day is over. So I'm going to skip today doing horoscopes for Sunday. But what I'm going to do, don't worry, don't panic, I'm going to give you guys Monday's horoscopes. So what we're going to do is each day I'm going to do the horoscopes a day ahead so that you have them a day ahead so you know how to prepare for the coming day. And I really think this is going to work better for all of us. So even though it's a little late on Sunday, it's still early enough to get your Monday horoscopes. And as I said, for all my viewers in the UK and in Europe, you know, it's now, you know, like 6 p.m. over there. So it's a perfect time to plan for your next day. So we're going to do horoscopes for Monday. So today, forgive me, we're going to skip it. But at least you get a head start for tomorrow. Does that sound okay? All right, good. Well, listen, I want to say, first of all, before we get into this, thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out to last night's seance. We had such a wonderful turnout and such an amazing experience. You know, I tell people, and it's really true, I am as amazed by the channeling as you guys are, because I really can't control it. They just come in and take over. It's an amazing experience for me. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. That's in the queue right before this video. Definitely check it out, okay? So Saturday night seance is right before this video, okay? Well, we're going to start and talk about tomorrow's astrology. We're going to be a little advanced now. How do you like that? Psychic Bob is getting your letters and your calls. I'm hearing it. So I want to help you guys. And we're going to make this so it works for all of us, okay? Yay. Okay, well, where's my Zodiac Wheel? You know we can't talk about horoscopes without our big zodiac wheel. There we go. All right. Now, for Monday, January 6th, here's our situation. Okay, we've got our sun still in Aquarius, okay, which is an air sign. So that's going to stimulate a lot of intellectual activity. Now, what's also doubly wonderful is that our moon today is in Gemini, or I should say on Monday, but I'm going to speak as if it's today. Our moon is in Gemini. So we've got a double dose of air energy. This really opens creativity. It opens communications, okay? So today you're going to feel very inspired. That Aquarian energy brings in a real sense of humanitarianism. So a lot of you today are going to be feeling like looking at the whole global picture. What's happening around the world? How do we feel about the progress of humanity? All of these sort of ideas come up. Now with that Gemini moon today, what that brings in is partnership. So you're going to feel a real sense of camaraderie with people, and you're going to want to work with people. There's a lot of what I call friendly feeling today, okay? Now we also have some other transits here that are also very important today. Our moon is sextile Pluto, which means that's a favorable alignment, which means that you're going to have that kind of far-reaching vision that we've had the last few days. That's going to continue today as well. So definitely be open to, trying to see the future, okay? Pluto really helps you feel confident about moving forward with your long-term goals. So you can trust that energy and make progress today. Our moon is trine Jupiter, which Jupiter is the planet that brings in blessings, it brings in abundance, it brings in money. But let me just jump in here. Jupiter today has gone retrograde. Now what that means is that Jupiter retrograde means that the blessings may slow down a bit. Now, with that moon trine Jupiter, it means that we're going to still feel the blessing, but the abundance may be a little slower than we want, and it may not be as abundant. So if you're waiting, for a raise, there could be a little bit of a delay there because that retrograde means that the blessing gets a little delayed. So, for example, you might say, well, Monday I get my raise, and you go into work Monday, and suddenly it's like, oh, it's been delayed till Thursday. Okay, so this is kind of the energy. Don't panic. You're still getting blessing, but retrograde kind of slows things down a little bit. So be patient today, particularly with money areas. Now our moon is in opposition to Saturn today, which is probably one of our most challenging aspects of the day. Saturn is what I call the brakes of the zodiac. It's also the wisdom planet. And with the moon in opposition, that means it's not a favorable alignment. So today you may feel a little challenged in the sense of having control over situations, because without Saturn being a regulator of a brakes, things could get a little haywire today. And you may have a little difficulty in seeing how that plays out and having a sense of that. But remember, that energy of the moon sextile Pluto today will help you to look beyond the moment. And so today, if you feel a little scattered and things get a little haywire, again, it's not a tragic day, but it's a little bit of challenging aspect in that way. Use that Pluto moon energy to say, okay, let's not focus on the moment. Let's just look ahead. Keep an eye on the big picture today. That's where success is, okay? All right, well, there we go. Well, now it is time to spin around our zodiac wheel, and we're going to cover all 12 signs of the zodiac. Now, these horoscopes are for Monday, January 6, 2017, okay? So there you go. Okay, our first sign is Aries, and that's March 21st to April 20th. Aries, today you're going to really have this sense of jumping into the fray. You're going to really be inspired. That air energy has you all stirred up. But the problem is, Aries wants to kind of slow down a little bit. With Jupiter going retrograde, you might find that if you go too quick, you're going to get further messed up. So take things very slow today. Your key word today, Aries, is patience. All right, our next sign is Taurus, and that's April 21st to May 20th. Taurus, that air energy is a little rough on you today. You may almost feel like you're in a gale storm, because a hailstorm, what do you call it? Big winds, hurricane, because all of the ideas are flying around you. Now, Taurus tend to operate from a place of stability and calm. And with that Jupiter retrograde energy, you're actually seeing things more clearly than people around you. The challenge today may be getting them to understand it. Keep talking about the bigger picture today. Don't let people get you caught up in the moment, and you'll have more success. Your key word today, Taurus, is focus. All right, our next sign is Gemini, and that's May 21st to June 20th. Geminis, today is your power day. With the moon in your sign, you are bigger than life. You are feeling it. You're in harmony. So definitely take the power and run with it. That Aquarius sun is a double dose of power for you today. You're going to find today that Saturn influence doesn't affect you as strongly because you're drawing off so much energy from the other signs that your vision is pretty clear. So you're going to kind of be the clear thinker today. You're going to be the visionary today. And I want you to trust your inner intuition, trust your psychic self, and let that lead you. You're going to find, particularly today in relationships, that you accomplish a lot in communications. It's going to be very easy to move forward in love for you as well. Your key word today, Gemini, is visualize. All right. Our next sign is Cancer, and that's June 21st to July 22nd. Cancers, you are feeling today like you want to create some amazing artwork. You're going to be inspired today to do things in a larger than life way. So instead of painting like a small canvas of an 8 by 10, you're going to paint a whole wall. Let that larger than life energy lead you today in all areas of your life. You'll find if you focus on a larger reality that you're going to have more success and that you're going to have a lot more joy as well. And people will capture your idea because it's large enough. So share your ideas. Cancer will find in romance, just be yourself in a grand way. Put on your finest today and just really kind of show off, because people want to be inspired, and Cancer will be the source of inspiration today. Your key word today, Cancer, is inspire. Okay. Our next sign is Leo, and that's July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, as a fire sign, this double dose of air energy is maybe even a little overstimulating to you. Leos need to be careful today that they don't let their kind of mouth run ahead of their mind, because your mind is going to be going so fast it may be hard to keep them in sync. Leos, today you want to literally pause before you speak. Even if it's as something as ordering a food at a restaurant, stop, look at your thoughts within, practice your words, then speak. You're going to find that you avoid trouble today this way. This also is important in relationships, because Leos may find themselves kind of being assumptive about certain things. So today you want to be careful that you don't make assumptions, particularly with your partner and your relationships, because you could step on toes today. So a day for Leos just to slow down and be in their place of center, okay? Your key word today, Leo, is pause. All right, our next sign is Virgo, and that's August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, you are maybe today feeling a little challenged by all of this air energy. As an earth sign, you find it a little distracting and it irritates you. Today is a better day for Virgos to work solo. You may not feel like being part of a team today, in a sense, and I don't say this negatively, you may feel like you just can't keep up. Not because you're not intelligent, but it's just like the people around you may feel a little crazy today, and it takes a little more energy than you want to expend. So Virgos, work on solitude today. Work on, kind of solo work. Try not to get involved in big social activities today. It's just not your day for that, okay? What you want to focus on today, Virgo, for success is your inner vision, okay? Inside of you, there's a calm, and that's where your power is today. So your key word today, Virgo, is insight, okay? Our next sign is Libra, and that's September 23rd to October 22nd. You know, Libras, you are what we call the great balancers of the zodiac. Today's one of those days where you're going to be called upon to kind of be the balancer, okay? Because that air energy, even though it's wonderful and you're an air sign, it can, in such a heavy dose, make people around you a little unstable. So you're going to be the peacekeeper today. You may find yourself in between people that are arguing back and forth. And you might say, what are they talking about? And when you stop each of them, they're going to they don't even know why they're arguing. So your role today is going to be a kind of a peacekeeper role. You're going to be kind of the mom today, or the dad. You know, it's like, we're going to keep the children in line. If you can just understand that and roll with that role, you're going to have an easy day. Just keep everybody in line. Your key word today, Libra, is balance. All right, our next sign is Scorpio, and that's October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, you know, you want to retreat into your cave today, but the world is not going to let you. Scorpios will find that if they venture out of their cave, that they actually will be stimulated and inspired. Today, Scorpio, your inspiration actually comes from those around you. You're going to find that people around you are the voice of spirit today. But if you isolate yourself today, you're not going to get the inspiration. So go into the world today and say, everybody's coming around me as a channel on some level, and let their channeling help you and inspire you. And then you will have enlightenment today. Your key word today, Scorpio, is emerge. All right, our next sign is Sagittarius. That's November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, you know, you're in the mood to write a book today. You really are. You have a lot of intellectual activity stirring up. All of that air energy between the Gemini sun, between the Aquarius sun and the Gemini moon are your friends today. It may not be the best day to negotiate financial situations with that Jupiter retrograde. You might want to just wait a few days, because right now, as it just went retrograde, there's kind of a jolt in the universe. So in terms of business propositions today, not a good day for Sagittarius to talk business. Sagittarius, normally you're very logical and you're very good at that sort of thing. But today, the energy around it will be challenging. So work on your inner sight, work on your inspiration, particularly in the area of creative writing today. As you write, you will channel today, and that's where your success is. Your key word today, Sagittarius, is channel. All right. Our next sign is Capricorn, and that's December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorns, today you're going to find that relationship issues are the focus. Everybody that's in your life wants to talk to you today. That Gemini energy makes people feel amicable, and they're able to approach you. Capricorns are naturally, as I said, leaders of the zodiac, and sometimes people around you hold back their true feelings out of respect or even a little reverence for you, because you have a kind of an awesome energy. But today they're going to feel like being a little closer to you. Open the gates, let people into your heart today, and you're going to find that you really find, particularly in the emotional area, a real bonding today. If you've been having people in your life, and particularly it shows around you here in the work area, that have been challenging, today is a good day to kind of bring them into your team and start anew. You're going to find that today you have balance, you have peace, you have friendship. Your key word today, Capricorn, is open. Open your heart, okay? Our next sign is Aquarius, and that's January 20th to February 18th. All right, Aquarius, you know, all this month until the 20th of February, you're in your power mode here, okay? Aquariuses are getting that sun energy. Continue to let that work for you. Now that the moon is in Gemini, and Gemini is one of the most compatible signs with Aquarius, you're going to find that teamwork is your key to success. Aquarians love to be friends to the whole world. And today's one of those days, Aquarius, where the whole world wants to be friends with you. So embrace those people that come into your life. And like the Capricorns, be open. Aquarian, your challenge is to be grounded. Sometimes you're up in the clouds, but today try to keep your feet on the earth and keep your head on the earth too, because there are people who are literal, tangible people who want to be in your world, be your friend. Let them in, and you're going to succeed today. Your key word today, Aquarius, is ground. All right, our next sign is Pisces, and that's February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, you're the big fish of the zodiac. You can swim and maneuver. You have a lot of social power. And today, definitely a day to activate your social power. What you cannot accomplish today through business negotiations, with that Jupiter retrograde, you may find like you get challenged in getting agreements signed or done. Don't worry about that. Focus on the social aspect. Today, if you focus on the social aspect, then people will want to come back to you tomorrow and finalize a deal. So today, don't look for deal closings. Look for that tomorrow. In relationships, you've got your pick of dates. So if you're single, go out on as many dates as you want. And if you're in a relationship, I tell you, the passion's heating up. Your key word today, Pisces, is luxuriate. Luxuriate in all that attention and special fun. Well, guys, listen, there are our zodiacs, our horoscopes for the zodiac. This is for Monday, January 6, 2017. So I hope that you guys are enjoying me doing these early. You know, let me know. Do you like me doing them a day ahead now? Is this going to work for you? I hope it does. I want everybody all over the world to get it. And, you know, with all these time zones and my schedule, I think going a day ahead is the best way. So whether you watch this today on Sunday or you get it tomorrow, you'll get it first thing in the morning. Either way, you've got it, okay? Well, I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I just want to remind you guys, you know, whenever we're having a challenging time, and we all have it, just pause and look to the stars above. Because when we look to the stars, we realize that the universe has an order, a divine plan, and that all things are in motion, and that we can share in the mystery of the evolving and revolving universe. And know that the stars are your allies on the journey. They don't seal your fate, but they're friends along the way to help you. So embrace your horoscopes each day and know that the power of the stars are blessing you. I am so glad you guys are here. This has been so much fun to do your horoscopes. And listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. You know, there's always another video. And we'll have another one coming up shortly. So, and by the way, if you like this, like it, favorite it, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe, be part of our channel. We'd love you to be here. We'll see you back here in a little while. Blessed be.